Hey everybody, Dan Simon's YouTube channel, Dan Simon. And today, guys, this thing. Well, I'm probably a little over a week off, but back on December 22nd, 2003, we bought this Sequoia. So now, today is December 30th, 2023. So it's just hit 20 years of owning this thing. Basically still the original owner. My dad was the original owner of it, and before he passed away, he gave it to me. Then I became the owner of it. So it's basically, family owned. But still, I consider myself, the original owner too. So I don't know. I just don't know how you explain that, but to me, I still say it's a one owner vehicle. It's never been owned by anybody else. But let's take a look at it after 20 years. Well, let's take a little walk around of it after 20 years. Well, we eventually got this thing back in Pennsylvania, in a town called Devon, Pennsylvania, at their Toyota dealership called Devon Toyota in Pennsylvania. So this came originally from Pennsylvania. Then it came down here to Virginia. That's where we moved it, to. But yeah, you can tell that it looks pretty good for after 20 years, I mean, it's still in good shape. Still runs, drives good. I mean, it looks pretty decent for being over 20 years. But crazy to think that we have had this thing for 20 years of ownership, and it's still going. I mean, my truck's right there, but hell, I've had that over 1 year. But the crazy thing is we have had this thing over 20 years, at 20 years now. So let's look at the motor. Well, for a Sequoia that's 20 years old, still looks pretty good under here. I mean, it's a little dirty and stuff, but it's still good. Everything's pretty much original underneath the hood. Except, the battery's been replaced a few times. I don't know, probably 5-6 times. I can't remember at this point. I mean, it's had maintenance done. But the crazy thing, guys, is this thing still has the original spark plugs. The spark plugs have never been changed in this thing. After 20 years. Those are the original coal packs, original spark plugs underneath. The air filter has been changed. But, yeah. Everything else, still good. It still goes. It still moves. Original timing belt probably still in it. Yeah. But, it gets the oil change every 3,000 to 4,000 miles. I mean, it's a Toyota. It'll go. But yeah, it's been doing good. Let's talk about the mileage of it. I mean, the interior, for being 20 years old, it's not bad. You hear the dinger. Back seat's still in pretty good shape. The back of it, I do have the other seat for back here, but I have it in the shed just to give me more space back here. But yeah, overall, it's been a damn good vehicle. Hey, there's me. Look at that. It's kind of cool. You can see the house in the background. There's a mirror of the window. Funny thing is, my dad added these. This was off my grandpa's car. When it went down, my dad took these off, added on this side and this side. But yeah, I think they're still kind of cool that they're still on there. But overall, I'm gonna show you guys the mileage. You guys probably won't believe it, but this thing, after 20 years, is still under 100,000 miles. I mean, you'll be shocked to see the mileage. But it's crazy that this thing's still going for over 20 years, about 20 years now, since we have owned it. You'll see the mileage right now. There we go. You guys ready? I don't even started for you. There's the mileage on it right now so far. 96,233,000 miles on it as it is right now on December 30th, 2023. Yeah. That's the mileage. So guys, crazy thing is, it's this thing's been good. I mean, when we first bought this thing, I was 18 years old, and it's crazy to think I'm 38 now, and this thing just, it still goes. It goes. Everything still works in here. Like work. Those lights work. I did put a new radio in it last year. Or it might have been last year. I can't remember. Because the original one, the only thing was working left was just the radio. CD player died. Tape player was going out. So that's the new radio I put back in 2022. But yeah, that's like the only thing that's been upgraded, but everything else is still original in this thing. Even, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about it. It has it's got a sunroof. It's got the leather seats. This is the SR5 Royale package. That's what Dad used to tell him. Everybody, Dad would be like, "What's an SR5 Royale?" I said, "It's that special package that comes from Toyota." So Dad used to say. But yeah, guys, let's take it for a quick little drive, and in the video, somewhere. Well, let's go. Well, if you can tell, still drives pretty good. There's my truck over there. I mean, this thing still does highway speeds. It's still good all the way around. Brakes are still good on it. Yeah. I don't see nothing coming. We'll go down this way. But yeah, guys, this thing's still going for all the years we have had it. But it's still doing pretty well, though. The turn signal still works. Hey guys, my thoughts with this thing. Still a good vehicle, and by 2029, because this is a 2004 Toyota Sequoia. I probably didn't even mention that. You see, they're building a house back there. But being a 2004 Toyota Sequoia, it's still going pretty well. I drive it not daily, but at least once a week at most, because I usually drive my truck more than this. But for being 20 years old, I mean, it still drives pretty well. So yeah, guys, place your thoughts down below. Let me know what y'all think about it. Yeah, it's crazy to think this thing is still going after 20 years. Under 100,000 miles. I mean, we're close to hitting the 100,000 mile mark, but actually comment when you think that will hit 100,000 miles. You think it'll hit in 2024 or 2025? Who knows? I mean, it might hit it next year, 2024, and I might make a video saying, hey, the old Sequoia made it to 100,000 miles. But yeah, guys, she is still going. It's crazy to think she's still going after all those years. But yeah, she looks good for being 20 years old. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe after 20 years this thing's still going. But yeah, guys, like I always say, please like, please share, please subscribe, and stay tuned. Maybe I'll make a video when it does hit over 100,000 miles on it finally, and we'll say it's been 21 years and it finally hit it, or 22 years. Who knows when it'll happen, but it's coming to happen soon. So come back and check that out. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, and now I'll leave you with one last image. 2012 Tundra, 2004 Toyota Sequoia. Alright guys, catch you all in the next video. Bye guys.